Good afternoon, class. My name is Bobby Evans, and I am doing Session 1 video journal for my project management class. Throughout the next 3 to 5 minutes, I'll be answering a few questions about questions in regards to my organization and risk management. The first question: does your organization believe in that risk management is needed, and is it important? And my answer to that is yes, absolutely. Prior to making any decision in my organization, we always run the ORM, which is Operational Risk Management. Does the risk outweigh the reward? Or does the reward outweigh the risk? If it's the second one, meaning that the reward outweighs the risk, then absolutely it's more than likely a good answer, a good decision to go with. But if it's the other way around, you need to double take and think of different alternatives for that certain particular project and come up with one that the reward will outweigh the risk. The second question says, what actions does your organization take formally or informally to reduce risk and increase the probability of opportunities? Well, just like me, like how I stated in my threaded discussion, my organization we always think of the worst case scenarios, and we try to develop a formula, an idea of if this happens, then we will know how to do this. Obviously, there are times where we struggle to find some solutions, but more times than not, we usually have a good idea of how to handle situations when they come up when we weren't expecting them. Question number 3, what is the risk tolerance of my organization? The risk tolerance of my organization basically falls down to we evaluate everything. We are very safety, being military. Well, I just got out of the military, but when I was very safety oriented. So when we flew, we wrote all of our checklists with past experiences. So we always try to make sure that we know what the risk associated with the missions per se. And if the mission is going to be a lot more dangerous than anticipated, or things could go wrong that we weren't expecting, then we're going to rethink our whole scenario and how we're going to take that, make our decision up to the next point. Additionally, I mean, like I said, we go with the lessons learned. That they're a really big deal with, because as in the air crew, most of our checklists are written, they say, with blood, meaning that it was through past situations that we now have new guidance on how we're going to operate within the aircraft in this new job. Question 4, based on the biblical perspective section, what lessons learned can you glean from Nehemiah's actions? Well, Nehemiah realized there was a problem, and he knew that needed to be fixed, but with the guidance of God and through prayer, he was able to rebuild that wall and properly manage his team. I believe, that was a lot bigger project than what I can even imagine right now. But I know that with the help of God, he was able to get it done. For me personally, I view his experiences towards modern day life, and the simple fact is that we all have walls. Sometimes when our walls go down, we don't know how to get them back up. We all have areas in our life that need to be rebuilt. And just as Nehemiah put all his trust and all his faith in God, we need to do the same thing. And it's not going to be easy, but with God, all things are possible. Thank you so much for listening to my video journal for Session 1 of my project management class, and I'll see you again next week.